fall short for words, We feel at Polytechnics Mauritius, we feel very privileged to be here today, to be signing this memorandum of agreement with Coquille Bonheur. Mr. Christian Lefebvre is a giant of this niche sector within tourism and hospitality. And you can clearly see from the speech the alignment in values and what it is we are there to in terms of our approach to education and skilling for the country. The vision of the government has always been to be able to compartmentalize so that we may skill better and more adequately for people to become competent. So people at all levels, we believe in lifelong learning at Polytechnics Mauritius. This addresses to the youth for skilling, to people who are mature and are professionals for reskilling, and obviously people who are at different rungs of the career ladder to upskill, to make sure that they play a pivotal role in the socioeconomic development of the country. What comes out clearly from this speech is the alignment, not only in terms of values, but also the future focus. Skilling the students, the youth of today, for them to be resilient and future ready tomorrow is a paramount importance. If not us, who? If not now, when? It becomes really important for us to play an important role, and Polytechnics really believe that the winning formula, part of the winning formula, is to work deep and entrenched with industry. Now, as Mr. Lefebvre said, there are many ways to look at this. I think you can actually pay lip service to the fact that you say you need to work with industry, or you can find instruments and put specific tools in place to really develop this entrenched partnership with industry. What we are doing here, having Cedric, our student who's already here in internship, and having ce naturel frottement qui existe déjà between our staff at Polytechnics Mauritius, I'm talking about George, I'm talking about Shannon, and the whole team from the tourism and hospitality cluster, which is now becoming a tourism, hospitality, leisure, events, and sports cluster, makes us realize that this alignment of values has already started. Signing an MoU is very easy. It is a signature on paper. Living up to the MoU is much harder. What helps us here is that the partnership has already begun. We are already in the action mode, and today we are reaffirming our dear relationship that exists with Coquille Bonheur through this partnership. Having read a little bit, I don't consider myself competent enough to be able to talk about Coquille Bonheur, but having read a little bit of background, I think there are very deep elements that explains the success of Coquille Bonheur today. Only this year, after such a plethora of awards and recognition, only this year being the gold awardee to the Sustainability Awards, demonstrates that this is not just an ad hoc performance that is good. It shows that over the past 15 years, the amount of recognition attests to the strong level of commitment to industry and needing to develop people. Sustainability is another key element that has come out. We have sustainability also inscribed in our mission at Polytechnics Mauritius. But beyond that, how do we put it into action? The various actions that we've seen at the level of banning plastic, being really incorporated in the community, makes Coquille Bonheur an excellent partner for us to learn from. So I think even on that level, I think there's a lot that we can actually learn from Coquille Bonheur. Relationship management is another element. I keep seeing the word prestigious, yes, but gracious. Gracious is a key word that came out. And oftentimes, this is not the word that people use, yet here it comes out so many times, which shows that deep relationships to be nurtured is really important. This is again an element that we tend to pursue at Polytechnics Mauritius. We've never considered students a number, not when they were 10, not today when they are 3,500 across the 5 campuses. Every student comes with a different background, has a different story, and it is important for us to be the vehicle to make their stories possible over time. So this is the role that higher technical education can play. Work integrated learning and being practical and applied in what we do is something that Mr. Lefebvre talked about, and I think absolutely spot on. We are very early in this journey. We are only 5 years old compared to Coquille Bonheur, but I think our intentions are well placed, and with the support and blessings of everyone, we should be able to really develop a very firm partnership. The job market today, we've heard the reports, we've heard from stakeholders from the industry that there is so much potential and there is so much of a lack thereof at all levels. So each institution has to play a role. We're here through our diploma programs, certificate programs, and short courses. We want to play this role. I think Cedric is an absolute best example, where he came in as a foundation student into Polytechnics Mauritius, and then grew up the echelons in terms of his contribution at work, but also in terms of his knowledge building. Last year, he won the gold medal in mixology at the competition. That made us very, very proud. And oftentimes you have labels on students, you have labels on backgrounds. This student, this is what I expect from this student. But what we've seen again and again, Cedric is but one example of students who we give them a platform to transcend those barriers. Let not limits determine where you're going to reach. You have to believe in yourself, and we facilitate this platform for students to really believe in themselves. We see ourselves as a facilitator in that process, and the pedagogies that we are putting in place at Polytechnics Mauritius allow students to be able to discover themselves and at the same time contribute. It's not an easy road, but we are here to facilitate that process. So here, specifically when we talk about tour operators, when we talk about events, we have a number of different partnerships, whether it is with HTMI Switzerland, which is the 13th best ranked institution in the world for tourism and hospitality. And as I mentioned earlier, they have events focus that they have around the world, where they are recognized world over for this. And we also have UCSI Malaysia, our partner from Malaysia, that develops skills in the leisure management cluster. So we're not just looking at, we're not spraying and praying. We're not looking at the tourism and hospitality industry as the skill sets that we build will make them competent in everything. We have to start compartmentalizing and specializing our skill sets for different students in line with their aspirations. Not everybody wants to work in a hotel. Not everybody wants to work in marketing or administration of a hotel, or again in events, etc. But together, we need to work towards uncovering where the true strength lies and where the passion lies. And I think with Coquille Bonheur, we're going to be able to really learn from Coquille Bonheur and put this into play. So we're again very privileged to have this background coming to us, whether it is Christian, Aurélie, Jonathan, the whole team of Coquille Bonheur. We feel that we have an experience base where not only our students, but we can learn from. Having spent time in so many different places around the world, certainly in Africa, and the Indian Ocean Islands, I saw a lot of experience acquired from there. We feel that this is not only about developing the skill sets for Mauritius, inside Mauritius, but hopefully that experience can allow those students to also play a contributing role in Africa, which is the next land of opportunity. So again, privileged to be here. Thank you very much. Yes.
Bravo!